What is up, bestseller? Welcome into the Bestseller Playbook, where we talk about writing and selling books that last. I'm your host and best-selling author, Bob Wheatley, and today we're talking about publishers and marketing. Will your publisher market your book? Honestly, the best way for me to answer that question is with another question. Do you even want your publisher to market your book? Here's what I mean by that. I have a mentor and friend. His name's Rory Vaden. He's a New York Times bestseller. He's a Hall of Fame speaker. He's the co-founder of Brain Builders Group here in Nashville, Tennessee. And he has this sort of tongue-in-cheek, playful jingle that I think will be helpful for you to answer that question. Do you even want your publisher to do the marketing of your book? Here's what he says. When it comes to the world of books, writers write, editors edit, publishers publish, distributors distribute, retailers retail, but nobody sells the book. So let's kind of rewind the tape there. What he is saying is you need to be crystal clear on with those different things, writers, editors, publishers, distributors, retailers, what is their job? What is their job description? And so if you are the author, let's say that you're in that writer's bucket, right? It is your job to write the book. This could even be a ghostwriter, right? If writers write, that would include ghostwriters. Now, let's fast forward the tape because I know we're talking about publishers today. When Rory says that publishers publish, that seems kind of redundant or obvious, but truly think about that. What is a publisher there to do? They are not a marketing company. They are not a sales company. They are not a PR company. Publishers publish books. Think about that. It is a publisher's job to print a book, to make a beautiful product. You'll have a great cover design. It'll be typeset properly. It'll be bound. It'll be in somebody's hands, and they'll have an awesome end product. That is what publishers are world-class awesome at. That is literally their job description. Publishers publish. Now, with the size of certain publishers, of course, they might have a little marketing package or best practices and things like that because the more books you sell, the more money the publisher makes. So you guys are on the exact same side of the table. It's not that you have to rob Peter to pay Paul. The more books you sell, not only do you make more money, but also the publisher makes more money. So they want you to sell as many books as possible. The question is it's not a want to thing. It's not a desire thing. Your desires are perfectly aligned. It's more about the capacity, yes, but also the expertise. Publishers are not experts on sales and marketing. They're not. It's not what they've studied. It's not the world they live in. It is not their job. So when your publisher, let's say you go with a traditionally published deal, when your publisher slides something across the table and says, hey, here's our marketing plan. I mean, that's great. That's awesome. You shouldn't not do it. But I want you to think of that as like a cherry on top. If that is the full extent of your strategy, what you're doing is you're making a very common mistake that a lot of first time or younger authors make. Because let's say you sign that traditional deal and you have a traditional publishing house that pays you in advance. You make 50, 100, 150 grand on your book. Things are feeling awesome. That's great. But in making the assumption that your publisher is like the sun in your book launch solar system, it is not. It is not. Writers write, editors edit, publishers publish. So, when a publisher offers you their marketing package, by all means, take it, take advantage of it, use it. But the next step is you need to add on that. Or, I mean, said differently, I'd almost like, I don't want you to think of the publisher's marketing package as, I know this is a dumb analogy, but we talked about the cherry on top. If this is a sundae, I do not want you to think of the publisher's marketing package as the base layer of the sundae. It is not. It is the cherry. You should come to the publisher with a marketing plan. You should tell the publisher, hey, here's what I plan on doing. Here's what my speaking circuit looks like. Here's what my podcast tour looks like. Here's what my network and the different favors I can call in. Here's what all of that stuff looks like. Hey, publisher, here's my marketing plan. And then the publisher will come in and say, hey, here's our cherry on top. So you see the difference there? Publishers publish. They are not experts at marketing books. Even though they print a lot of books, they might be printing dozens of books a year. I'm saying dozens of titles, right? Dozens of different authors that they're working with, dozens of different bestsellers that they work with, right? So the idea is a publisher going to market your book? Maybe a little bit, but it's not going to be world class awesome. I'll also say this, nobody, not your publisher, not me, not anybody else on your team is going to care about your book the way that you do. Nobody, right? Because you're the one who's done the work. You're the one who has taken the months, years to have that finished product. You're the one that's gone through the struggles in life. You've endured the hardships. You've learned the life lessons. That is the book. So nobody is going to care about your book as much as you. If that is the case, then why would you ever offboard offload your marketing to a publisher just because they print a lot of books? That doesn't make much sense. So I'm encouraging you, and that's one of the reasons why I do these videos and started this channel. I want you to be empowered. I want you to know everything that's going on in the world of books so that, yes, I mean, you certainly are going to need help. You're going to have outside entities that come in and help you with the blocking and tackling, but you are the strategist. You are the maestro. You are the center. You are the sun of your book launch solar system. It is you. It's not your publisher. So going back to the original question, will a publisher market your book? Maybe, and it'll be nice if they do, but that is not your marketing plan. You are the marketing plan. So I hope this was helpful. If you're looking for help on your marketing plan, if you're looking for, all right, Bob says that the publisher is the cherry on top, how do I become the sundae? That's why we do videos like this. So I have a playlist and a bunch of different videos on how do you specifically market books. Feel free to check that out. And if your specific question was not answered today, or maybe it hasn't been answered in those playlists, please leave me a comment on this video. I'll be happy to answer that specific question in a future video because I want you to win. I want your book to get out there. I want it to change lives. I want you to have the book launch that you're hoping to have. So please ask me your specific question. I'll be happy to answer that in future videos. And as we wrap things up, as we always do, the shortest way to a best-selling book is having a best-selling plan. We'll see you next time.